Hi everyone, welcome to Target Pilates Online and to today's class where it's really just about unwinding from your day. So again, like just a transitional class, perhaps something that you could do. Of course you could do it in the morning, but I think it feels to me more of a kind of afternoon after work class if you're just feeling a little bit sticky, a little bit low energy. This has more akin probably to a yoga class, lots of nice stretches in it, but should be just a lovely sequence just to make you feel better. So let's start with a seated pelvic tilt. So if we start with the heels in line with the sit bones, and then just use the hands to the backs of their thighs just to find some height and length in the spine, and just draw your shoulder blades down the back. Let's just check in to see that we're not thrusting the ribs forward. So just keep them slightly pulled back. Keep that length in the spine. Inhale here. And then exhale. I almost sort of create this rigid shape in my arms and round my back out of it. Because what I'm trying to create here is a rounding through the spine. Chin drops into the chest. But I sense that we're just creating some space in between the shoulder blades. Just let that sort of stretch there. Inhale, come back to seated. Create the length in the spine, inhale, and then exhale, lean into the space that you just made. Chin to chest, abs are connected and scooped. Nice. And then roll to sit up. Exhale, last time, half roll back and lean into it. Now you might want to play around with, do I want more low back? So I'm sort of tucking my tail more underneath me, more space around the collarbones, the upper back, or just a bit of all of it. Just play around with how far back you go and what tension you want to keep in the arms. So just using the hands to really create that space. Come all the way back up, lengthen. And then from here, let's step the legs out. So I'm going to take a spine stretch forward here. So arms out front, sit up tall. Now if you feel like you're gripping the hip flexors, just soften into the knees. And then when we're ready, arc forwards, pull the abs back and lean. Sit. So the arms sort of stay parallel to the floor, the shoulder blades are down, but you're arcing up and over the legs, you're not trying to lie on them. And then restack the spine bone by bone. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, arc. So it's that same shape we just created when we were leaning back, only we're coming forwards with it. Restack the spine, sit up tall, lengthen. Last one. Exhale, arc. Rebuild the spine, sit up tall, release the hands down, step your left leg in, and then draw your right leg in, and I'm just going to let it flop open. So the sole of the foot is resting approximately in line with the sort of the calf, maybe heel to knee. Take an inhale here, square yourself so that you're coming straight over this left leg, and then start to, now we'll go more towards lying on the leg. I like to take my hand to the outside of the foot because that feels better to me. I feel like I can kind of draw my body more over the left leg and then just release down. And try not to grip through the quad. So just see if there's anywhere else that you may be kind of, you put tension into coming forward there. You might be gripping through the glutes or the low back. Just see if you could offer a bit of softness there. And then let's just slowly roll up. From here, take the hand on the outside of the right knee, lift it up, step it across your left leg. Now we're just going to take the left arm and sweep it around and just sit up tall. So I'm choosing to sort of rotate my chest, my body around to the right. You may find that just sitting straight and cuddling your knee in is really great for just opening the glute there. So just see what you feel like you'd prefer. So the spiral is great for releasing tension, but you might find a stronger stretch doing it the other way. And stronger isn't necessarily better, so just see what you feel like you'd prefer. Try to stay even weight across those hip bones, or sit bones I should say. So let's just unfurl. And then from here, let's step that right leg down and out, fold the left leg in and drop it open. And just adjust as you need your sitting bones. Sit up tall and then come forwards again. And again, I just like to take my left hand outside of right foot just because that squares me across my right leg here, that you may not need or you may not want. So if you can't reach the foot, which is possible, this can be really nice, so just relaxing there, or get a strap. So I do hope this is the sort of class that may become a sort of like daily go-to for people. That was the plan anyway. I hope that people do find use out of it. This is exactly the sort of thing I would choose to do maybe after a long car journey. And just really connect there into the breath. Let's slowly unfurl, come back up to seated, take a hold of the left knee, lift it up, and then cross that leg over your right. Let's sweep around, so I'm catching my left knee in the crook of my right elbow, and either just sitting up tall or continuing the spiral around with my left hand, just using that to sort of traction my chest around. I'm trying to keep the sit even. Nice deep breath in there. And just see where you want the head to go. Just having a little play there. I actually liked it where I first put it, but you may find something better if you just play around with it. So just have another breath here. And then let's slowly unwind and then step that leg out and lengthen it away. Give the legs a shake, and I'm going to turn face front, but there's really no need for you to do that. It's just so you can see what's happening. So I'm going to go with a wide leg position here. So what I'm going to do is just take a forward fold here, and I'm not really trying, this is something that I've always found very, very challenging. I always wanted to do it when I was a kid, and this is as far as I've gotten. Just try to lean forward, so the sitting bones are just starting to tilt forwards, and we should feel like there's a stretch in the inner thighs. And then just rest the forearms down. You could grab the feet, that's a little more aggressive, but for some people that is actually really helpful, just to kind of pull into a lower position. But as I'm finding, this is more than adequate for my requirements right now. And then just breathing in. When we're ready, let's restack. So hands press you back up. Draw the right heel in towards your pelvis. Now I'm going to reach for my left foot. So I'm going to side bend, find my left foot wherever I can. But I'm trying to maintain some length through my midsection, not for it to feel kind of collapsy. Lift the arm up and over and stretch. And this is, again, real challenging for a lot of people. So you want to still feel as though you're sort of somewhat lifted through that underside. Really great one for the end of the day, this. Very often I find stretching my sidelines is the thing that really re-energizes me after I've had a sort of, like, let's call it a long and boring day. Let's come out of that and release. Let's change legs. So step right leg out, left heel in. Just square the pelvis off before you start. So you want to feel like they're somewhat even, the knees dropping open to the side. Start to slide right hand towards right foot if you can. Grab it and then side bend over. If you can't grab it, again, same advice, grab a strap or put it down on the ground. And again, you're trying to keep the chest turned towards front, as well as not feeling like you're collapsing through the right side. Keep it lifted and supported. Let's just have one more breath here. And let's lift up and out of it. Inhale brings you back up, and then from there just bring your right leg in, and then just sit yourself up tall and lengthen the spine. And I really hope that that has released some of the stress and tension from your day, and I hope that you feel a lot better for it. I hope you've enjoyed that class, and I'll see you again soon.
Hi guys, this is Christina from Target Pilates Online. If you've enjoyed this class today, why not check out our website for our entire back catalogue of videos and courses, weekly 60-minute class and bi-monthly live events, all totally ad-free. Come visit us today at targetpilates.online or click on the link below this video.